Okay folks, so here we have it. Mr. Webb versus Mr. Slack, round 2. Last year, or the year before, last time we done it, he got his ass whooped. Backside well and truly gone. So let's see if he can redeem himself. Now, I had a really good night's sleep last night, and I mean really good night's sleep. No pressure, just, you know what I mean, just felt really relaxed and that. He's woke up this morning very quiet, very tired. So I've dropped him down to the mark and gone back, and just have to, I hope he pulls it out of the bag, to be honest, and give him a bit of confidence for the weekend. I mean, it's always nice to see your mate catch a few fish and win something as well. So if I lose, I'm not going to be that too bothered about it. But at the same time, if he loses, he's had his ass kicked not once, but twice by myself. So, and I know that hurts him. But I've been getting in his head all week. And I'm living in his head at this precise moment in time. But he's very quiet. He's not saying too much, because I think last time he thought he was going to give it to me, and at the end of the day, it's distance. Now, last time we come up here, he was using 20-pound line on his reels with his, I think he had his black and blues. I had my Fathom 12s with 15-pound main line, and he's a lot better caster than me. I'm not going to say he's not, but I was getting better distance because I was using my advantage with my waders, but he never had waders on. He's put waders on today, so he has picked up a few tips, right? And bought brand new reels for the occasion. Super tuned, magged them up like tournament casting reels, just to use for this day. He's not using them the weekend, he's only using them today, just to get him out further than me. So we'll have to have a look, but at the end of the day, I won't be blasting each rod out here now today. I'm going to drop one in short and play one out at range and see how the day comes. But I'll let you go over to see Adam now, and you can see how I'm living in his head. All right, so it's first rod done now. So put the second rod up. Very quiet down here at the minute. Oh, I'm looking forward to this today, I really am. I mean, the wind is back right off lovely, the sea is absolutely perfect, and there's no reason why we can't pull a few fish out of here today, to be honest. Fishing rag and strip of squid. And then we have somewhere, finger in here, some lovely fresh blacks from Hazel at Hooker's Baits. There you go. And they are prime. Oh yeah. Lovely. Stiffen them up slightly. I've got a baiting needle there, but shouldn't need it for this really. Now, without saying it too loud, Adam's got loads of crab here. I'm going to fish blacks, because I know the other day, and I've known from speaking to a few anglers, that blacks have been one of the key methods to catching the fish lately. Little tiny compact baits, guys. All I'm going to do then is a little bit of squid, Right, all right. He's coming over. See what I'm doing. Look, he can't help himself. Can't help himself. No. May the best man win there. May the best man win.
What do you want it?
There's everything in there. Look. You let me know when you're ready to go, and we'll fly a few baits if you like.
Yeah.
Blacks in there, mate, as well.
Is there any wraps?
Yeah, to take one over. Look.
Right, give me a wrap.
Yeah, got one on. I'll put them back in here anyway. We'll move that in the middle in a minute.
Yeah.
Right, so that is Mr. Webb ready to rock and roll now. Just got to wait for Mr. Slack. Going for a little bit of bluey, looks like. A little bit of bluey. Let's get everything prepped. Right, so rules before we start. You see us fishing 2 rods here today, right? You won't be doing that in the European Open. It's a 1 rod comp, okay? But today, because it's over 4 hours, we're going to fish it to the same rules as the European Open, but with 2 rods instead of 1, okay? Just for the chance to put a few fish out for the camera. So in a minute, when we're ready to go, Joseph will go in the middle and show 3, 2, 1, and then we'll start sending our baits to the horizon, okay? In 4 hours' time, we'll work out the time in a minute. It'll be roughly about 11 o'clock. We will pack up. We'll be fishing basically up over the top of the tide and a few hours down. And at that stage then, it will declare the winner. So best of luck to both competitors. And may the best man win. May the best man win. But sea conditions perfect. And the erosion along the cliff where we've been here before. And that is absolutely unreal. I mean, you can't fish up to the left really now unless you're fishing off the mud at high water, which is a shame really. But let's get into it. Okay then guys, so I've been ready now for about 6-7 minutes and he's still going. I've got into his head already. I've been doing it all week. And he's trying to play it back to me, and unfortunately, it looks like he might be ready. Are you ready to go? Another 10 minutes. Another 10 minutes, is it? Wait, one bait at a time. You can get your other baits ready in a minute. Come on, let's get them out there. That's what he's doing. He's made me wait. I've got my 2 rigs ready. He's got 4 on the go. He's nervous, his legs are twitching. It's always a sign with Adam. Anything can happen today. He can have baits going right, baits going left. He's using different methods rings. He's got bomber rigs on the day now. I'm in his head already. I've had him. He's putting his little thummy on there. He's getting all prepared. Right, what we'll do is then, if you go to the left hand side, Joe, get both of us casting. After your 3, 2, 1, we'll go, yeah? Okay, so the 2022 SAA European Open Beach Championships warm-up match begins. After 3, Adam. 1, 2, 3. Go on then. Oh yeah, and we're off. Woohoo! We're on it. Let's have it. Okay, first fish of the event. Guys, like for ones down our neck of the woods and that as well. It's match fishing at the end of the day. But we're going to weigh it because it is the single biggest fish. I can't believe I'm doing this. Right, Joseph, come here a minute. This is the beat. There you go, Slacky. Oh, 5. 4.5. I'm giving it 4.5. Right, it's the single biggest fish, anyways. So that's there. We're here. It's probably the size of my bait at home, but I'm going to get him back quickly. That'll get beat straight away. 100%. Yeah, he's got it already, look. Not casting far enough, lads. That one was at distance, mate. So there's that one there to go back in. So we get this one here out now. Black lug bait. See if we can get another one. Bit bigger this time, hopefully. Turns off, don't feel for tension. Let's get this one here in now. A bit bigger this time. Zeroed. Six ounces. Six ounces. Waiting back to find another day. Is he in? One in close then. Bit closer, a lot closer. you, Slacky. 2-0. Okay guys, so early doors, but I've had 2 small whiting, which you can't really call whiting if I'm honest. 4.5 ounces and 6 ounces, but it's a start.
Yeah,
and at the end of the day, that's what we're fishing for up here, lads. I know we're both taking mick out of each other, and I know he'll take the mick out of me later, but that is what you're fishing for. It's match fishing, isn't it, at the end of the day? We like to go and get a big one. I've upgraded my bait size now slightly, but I wouldn't go too big up here, would you? That's probably that prawn bait you got on there, or the squid and bluey whatever you got on there. That's probably the maximum size you go for, isn't it? And they're not massive baits. So we're both hitting them to the horizon, and the only reason of that is...
It's like back home, you know, if you're going whiting fishing, you just like a fillet of mackerel.
Yeah, you would.
You know, the whole, you know.
Obviously, you're targeting.
It's like you never really use that
when you're going actually targeting whiting down our neck of the woods.
No.
So you're using big strips of fish baits where they're hammering. And to be honest, the only reason using massive baits really is
to get rid of the little ones.
The big one, isn't you?
Yeah.
You're trying to get rid of that thing. But half the time with the whiting, you were getting those little ones at the same time. I've just had a bite on my left hand rod there now. He's pulling over. I'll go and get him in a minute. I'm not.
You've got your glasses with you, have you? I can't see that.
Yeah. It's because you're used to your rods to sitting still all the time.
Hey.
But yeah, nice conditions. What do you reckon if it's like this weekend?
Oh, it'd be lovely, wouldn't it?
It'll be lovely.
But I don't think it's going to be though, is it?
I don't think it is going to be. It'll be lovely to see us on Friday like that.
See that?
It's not completely flat. You have got a bite there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it comes off. But
well, they give it howling southerlies, don't they?
They do.
So I think it's switching now, isn't it? Because it's dropped out a bit, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Yeah. I'm hoping for the competitors, for your guys' sake, that it changes, because the weather's always changing. And
well, it'll be alright in a southerly, wouldn't it? I suppose it's not going to.
If it's a southerly, you'd
it'd be a bit
of
a crossing, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
but
come up like Mappleton and up through the northern beaches, and
I don't think it'll.
We're protected where we are just because this bend.
It won't
if
mess
that
the
bend
seas
wasn't
up.
there, we'd have that straight. I can feel it coming over the top slightly.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's give it a go. So anyway, we're down there having a go. Adam, Dow STs. Matched up with SUs today. I think he thought the sea was going to be a bit rougher, so he didn't go for the glass tip. But I bet you wish you bought your T9s now, didn't you?
Yeah, I do actually. I didn't expect this.
No, I didn't either.
Because it was howling last night. The caravan was moving.
Yeah, when you brought your SUs out this morning, I actually thought to myself, why? I got the T9s, but yeah, they are perfect for down here.
Yeah.
Perfect.
But like I say, that wind was moving the caravan last night, wasn't it?
Yeah. Gone for a 2-it clip down bomber rigs.
Yeah.
Way to go, innit?
Again, something I wouldn't normally use.
No. You got at the end of the day, that's all part of angling though. You got to fish to what's in front of you and your surroundings at the end of the day, isn't you?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not the sort of place I'd go and put like massive squid and baits out there because there's no need. It's shallow water. You want small compact baits. I fish the rigs I fish up here for the reason. I'm not going to go into it now. I might go into it a little bit after the match. I don't want to give too much away. You know what I mean? But it's shallow water. It's not deep water, and the fish they have along this stretch of coastline, especially throughout the summer months, smoothhounds and stuff like that, phenomenal. Isn't it? Like 20-pound smoothhounds and stuff. But we've come up a couple of times, but unfortunately, it's a long way for us to come up and take advantage of it, because obviously by the time we get told about it and we venture up, normally we're a bit late, aren't we? I know you had a decent one last time that we were up the other summer, didn't you?
Over 14, wasn't it?
Just over 14, just under 15, I think he was.
Yeah.
Rob had a cod just under £7. No, I caught it, but yeah. It was funny, to be honest. We were sitting there fishing.
Last cast, wasn't it?
Yeah, last cast, and he got fed up of bringing it in. He said, "I'll just bring that in hand." I said, "You got a bite?" He said, "I'll just bring it in." And it's done. And as I started reeling it in, I could feel thump. So I thought, hey, hang on a minute, it feels coddy. So I started bringing it in. As soon as he seen the fish out, he's like, "Yeah!"
That was funny,
Good
wasn't
laugh. It was a good laugh.
Yeah.
That's what it's about, boys and girls. It's about getting up and having a laugh. At the end of the day, sometimes the fishing can be appalling, but it's all about, at the end of the day, if it's appalling for one of you, it's appalling for all of you, because you're all taking part in the same event. You've got the same surroundings, the same competition, and that cod could be 3 meters out in front of us. There's nothing to tell where the cod is going to come out from. You know what I mean? So it's about enjoying the weekend, and the atmosphere is amazing. It's something I always look forward to. To be honest, the Thursday night They haven't got no awards on and that. But normally when the Thursday night and they've got the bar open, you've got everybody coming up, the atmosphere in it.
Yeah, it's good
It's
crack.
phenomenal. It's phenomenal. You get, I've got so many messages this week, people looking forward to coming up and having a beer and that and saying hello. So anyway, I'm going to get back to it and hopefully see if we can pull a few fish out. Best of luck, Matt.
Try and beat 5 ounces, yeah?
Okay, so I'm going to go for a 5 ounce leg now. Let that settle. There you go. One rig down there. Swap this and get another one now. At the end of the day, I'm trying to keep the scent there. And me. Okay folks, so bring this one in again now. It's all like changing up every 10 minutes. I don't know if it's clay out there or something, but that lead keeps sticking into it. I don't think there's nothing on here. No, definitely not. Bait's still on there. Right. So unclip him, send him back up there a minute, and then we will put on the next bait up. I'm going to keep the 6-ounce leads on. They're holding a little bit better in the tide, I think. Less movement. There you go. Black lug bait. Nice and compact. Get him sent to the horizon now. He's going to hold a lot better. I'm going to bring this rod in now. I'm going to put keep the 6s instead of the 5s. I tried 5 ounces then, but a little bit of weight on there then. Hey, nice one, Matt. A little bit of weight, maybe, I don't know. Slow and steady coming up over these banks. Another one bites the dust. Get this out then. So we got a yellowtail on there with a little bit of bluey. I'm gonna give him a little dip before I send him. So I'm just playing it safe here in a minute. I've just put a bluey bait on, and at the end of the day, you're fishing a match. And if I can try and pull out a decent 2 pound whiting or something like that, or you know, I mean, a cod will take that as well, but nice smelly bait. Hopefully, something will play ball. Let's hope. So that's the first one. Get some lovely. Where is it to? Some lovely, but they're perfect size. We pick them up from Hooker's Baits, and you get 4 little ones in there. They're perfect for the match as well, you know what I mean? Squid and that as well. So that's that one taken care of. So I'll leave him over there a minute in the shade. I'm going to put this one here on now. Couple of fish baits now, and turn that inside out. Okay, sized up a little bit with them as well, because the goo is coming out to play. The goo is coming out to play. If I can try and get a bit of scent in that water around my bait, I'll be laughing. There you go. All right. So there's that one there as well. So I've got a lovely little squid bait and a lovely little bluey bait ready to go there now. So I put the bit of paper. I've got some lovely rag as well. We've got from Hookers. Let's cover that up out the sun. Cover those 2 baits up a minute, and I think hopefully we're going to get away with the incoming tide. Right, so it's 4 hours match. We started at 7 o'clock. So 8, 9, 10, 11. 8, 9, 10. 10
to 9, isn't it?
Yeah.
9 o'clock now, isn't it?
So
you've got
11 o'clock.
2 hours left.
2 hours left, yeah.
And all we've got is a 5 ounce whiting.
Yeah, 6 ounce.
6 ounce.
Crap, I know. That's what I was about to say that then.
I don't mind losing
all right.
6 ounce whiting.
Is it recording? Yeah, it's recording as well. You don't mind losing the 6 ounce whiting? I actually said a minute ago, Ads, I said if I win with a 6 ounce whiting, I won't give it to you as much, because it's just one of them. But at the end of the day, guys, we have been given some little bit of local knowledge, but not to where we've come today. I mean, Adam come down here in the summer, didn't you? And you had a smooth on just under £15. We had cod out to just under £7, and it was a good day's fishing, lots of fish. Now,
On crab.
It was on crab as well, but we've come down here. It could be anyone's at the end of the day, and no matter if I win or lose, I will give it to him still. If I win with a 6 ounce whiting, he's getting it, because it's one of them. But you can only fish for what's in front of you. And now I know if we went to Wivensea area at the minute, it's thrown up a few cod and different things. I think there's been a few bass in that caught from up the Bridlington end, so we were getting told in the tackle shop. I normally give it 10 to 15 minutes a rig. Okay, so normally what I'll do is I'll clip down like that. But in the competition as well, what I would do, guys, is get yourself sorted below, right? If you can get like a drip tray and put your baits in the tray, and then you can keep them scented in that as well. Then if you want to put a bit more of the blood from the fish oils and stuff, scent helps, especially with lugworm and that if you've got it already on the hook. Just keep your baits presentable and ready to go. So when you're fishing the event, all you've got to concentrate on is that rod tip. I mean, if you've got all your baits ready to go, bang, 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 job done, isn't it? Glad it's calmed down though. It's a lovely day. Adam up there baiting up. Just a cod. If I pulled out a £4, £5 cod now, I'd pack up just to take the mickey. That goes to show for the event as well. If you do get that big, nice fish, sometimes it's worth leaving a little bit extra early to get back to the weigh-in and get him weighed. I mean, especially if you think he's going to lose weight or anything, because at the end of the day, it's the biggest fish overall. And if for the sake of a couple of ounces, and it can happen at times. A lot better days than yesterday. It's amazing how the coastline changes. I mean, especially where we are at the minute. You look down to the left-hand side of us, and it's where it's the cliffs have just fallen in, and it's just deep mud. I'll see if I can have a chat with one of the Western-super-Mare lads over the weekend, because he actually lost a pair of waders in the mud. All joking aside, it was funny. Obviously, the videos and stuff like that with the lads, I was joking about it, but. Obviously he got stuck, and it was the case he got stuck and he couldn't get out of his waders. Obviously he had to get out of his waders to get out, because he couldn't get his waders out of the mud. But if you never had waders on and that, you would struggle, especially in that sort of depth of mud at parts, because it's sludge. So I would definitely recommend not going places with sludgy mud. You know what I mean? Try and stay around. The cliff face is exactly the same. Where we are at the minute, right away to the right hand side of them, there's just this deep ascent straight down, so anything what would fall down would go on top of us. Where we've positioned ourselves at the minute, it's sort of like a bank what's rolling. I've looked at the top, it's firm at the top. The bank at the bottom obviously is quite wet and stuff, but anything what falls down from there is just going to go straight down there. Nothing can fall onto us, you know what I mean? It's going to fall on the ground below. So it's definitely making sure of your surroundings at all times. I want to get that bluey bait out and that squid bait. I think that's going to do the trick here. Okay folks, bring this one in here now. I want to get that bluey and bait on there really. You can only catch what's in front of you, I'm afraid. unclip the lead, unclip the rig, put him down here like so. Bluey first, really. Lovely jubbly. Put that one there in like that. Like that, nice. Top clip on the bluey. I'm going to pull that down like so. Okay, I'm going to clip the lead now. Clip the 6 ounce back on. Whee! And we're ready to rock and roll, boys and girls. Ready to rock and roll. I'm going to get this one here out now. Dropped him a bit closer, that one. A little bit closer. You can feel like a ledge at the back of there now, what I was coming up over. I'm trying to put some baits in this side of it. Arched over rod tips, get the next one in. Slow and steady, just in case the fish is on there. I think it's the lead just going up over the sand, but got one! Slacky's pulled one out the bag! Get on, boy! Nothing worse than coming out and not catching a fish. Could be the winner as well, the way it's fishing. Could be the winner. Come on. 0, 0.
I'll just say it's 12 ounces, whatever it is on top of it.
No, wait a minute. It zeroed. We've done it. Off, on. What the fuck's going on here? There you go.
Ounces.
10 ounce whiting! He's only could have done it with 10 ounce whiting. Get a picture then with him.
I would tell you what bait that's on, but I'm not.
No, don't worry about it, Matt. That's nice. Come on, show him up the camera. Biggest fish we've had out today, 10 ounce whiting.
You have to hold him out really far, do I?
You have to try and hold him out as far as you can. Hey! Little eyes like that. Well in, Matt, well in. 10 ounces to beat. Hit 'em. Let's hit 'em. Hit 'em out there now, all for that 10 ounce fish. Going for a Boyton. There's nothing wrong with that squid bait. Let's put some cod father on. I'm not going to hit this though. Little squiddy bait. I'm going to bring a bluey in now. I've got one ready to go. I've got all about him. One good thing, guys, is the weed's gone. I have no problems with weed at all at the minute, which is always nice. I've got a yellowtail bait up now. I never wanna lose it. Oh, oh, oh. I haven't hit that. It's dropping them right close in at the minute over high water. I'll stop banging them out again in a minute, but just need to try and find that one whiting in a minute, didn't you? Like I said to Adam and Joseph a minute ago, it's all about that one fish. You know what I mean? So if I can try and get a, I reckon if one of us get a 2 pound cod, then we've won it. Can't see nothing else bigger coming out. There's always a possibility, but it's one of them, innit? I've got a feeling today it's going to be one with a whiting, and I think Adam's probably got it at the minute, unless we can pull something out 14 ounces. It's got to be in it to win it, ain't ya? Perfect conditions though. I think we should have probably listened and maybe headed down towards Wivensea for a few more fish, really. So, apart from it being an absolutely lovely day, we're finding it slow now on the backside. I'm fishing yellowtails on one and a squid bait on the other, but yeah, it's not as productive as I thought it would be today. I mean, there's an angler that's turned up to fish the backside further up, so you never know, we might produce on the backside. But we've got an hour to go now, so we're just going to start hitting some baits out there, and we'll see what the day will bring. It's got to hit it hard for an hour now. Right folks, so I've gone for a different rig here now. It's got like a ball weight. It's what I use for targeting big sole down my neck of the woods. But there's some clay beds out there, so what I'm going to do is basically get some of these black lug, like so. You only need one. Try and stiffen him right up. Pull him back down the line like that. Right. just going to fish that as a plain black lug. The only difference is I want to fish it hard to the bottom, not 6 inches up. This works on a drop down rig. So fortunately I'm going to have to change my link clip. There he is. We'll change that on the line in a minute. Let's do it now actually. It's perfect. Snip the line there. Show you how this works. It's basically working on a pulley drop down system. Helps you keep a bait tight to the bottom. You can use it with bigger hooks if you wanted to, but there's a lot of clay out there, and I've got to try and find a fish over 10 ounces. Find a nice flatty. Don't know how big they get them up here, but you pick a cod up on that as well. Small bait, small worm bait. What we're doing at the minute doesn't seem to be working. So let's try new things. And obviously with the clay out there, got a good chance. Just gonna bop down with the tide there. Just keep bopping down with the tide. Fingers crossed, I'm gonna come along and just nail it. But we've got about 30 minutes left now. Coming towards the end of the day. It's nice to get out fishing. Slacky looks like he's an happy man. It meant more to him than it did to me. You know, trouble is, you get your backside whooped once. He ain't really whooped my ass because I've had more fish in him, but he's happened to have the biggest whiting of 10 ounces. So you can only catch what's in front of you. I felt like a fish then. Coming over the bank there, isn't it? Tide's ebbing away now. I've put bomb leads on just to get a bit of movement. A couple of fish baits just to pick up a whiting or just something. Try and beat that 10 ounces. Trying to beat a 10 ounce fish. It's crazy, isn't it? Coming up to the time now, folks. Coming up to that time. It looks like I've had my title taken away. Say title, he's got one each now. It's been an hard day's fishing. I've had more fish in him, but he's had the 10 ounce. So technically, to the rules, he's won. But in my hindsight, if it was a length match, he'd have got his ass handed to him again. But he's on the way over now. He's done it. I think he's done the visit. Come on over there. It's been hard fishing, isn't it? He's grinning because technically he's won, and he has won because it's down to the rules.
Yeah.
And well done, mate. I'd like to shake your hand.
It's not over yet.
Well, it's near enough over. I'm going to shake your hand. We've got
mate.
20 minutes. I can't see us beating it on this back tide now. It's been slow, isn't it?
Very.
When we got here, approached high water, had a couple of fish, as you saw. Adam pulled one in as it come up over the top of the tide there. And it's been very slow, isn't it? I thought we'd see a cod out. Looks perfect.
It looks perfect, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, but exactly the same local knowledge and different things.
And distance.
Yeah, I know. I think I've been overcasting the fish, to be honest. I mean, was right in the trough here somehow. You've been on fire.
Do you know anybody that's good at casting can help you out?
What's that? Yeah, I've been flying them out today.
Have you?
I've been flying them, yeah.
What, you crack off?
Yeah. There's a difference between casting the field and a fishing cast.
No.
I'm there, mate. I'm there. You know what I mean?
It's not wet though. It's not wet though, is it?
My distances were there last time, weren't they?
Yeah, you had to walk out half a mile though in the water.
It don't make no difference as long as the bait's in that place. You know what I mean? It's not all about the distance. It's all about fishing, really. Yeah. Because technically, you've won. But in my eyes, you haven't, because I've had more fish than you.
Yeah, my one.
And even last time, when I've done
that one I've had.
On the first day, I had more fish than you, and I beat you. On the second day, you had no fish, and I beat you.
It doesn't matter.
No, you had single biggest fish for 10 hours.
You changed the rules, though, didn't you, since last time?
No difference. No difference.
You said best specimen last time.
No, I didn't say best specimen.
You had a 1 pound 1 codlin and had a 15 ounce whiting. So best specimen.
No, it wasn't. It was single biggest fish of the event.
You never said that though.
It was said on the video.
Even Luke
last time, guys, I've had to listen to this in the last 2 years, right?
Even Luke Johns brought the poster out saying best specimen.
Right, it was stated in the video the rules,
best
right?
Fish.
And he took it on the chin and he dealt with it until we got back to the caravan.
If that was a normal competition, that whiting would have...
As soon as the cameras were turned off last time, all he done was mope. I mean, he was so
He
disappointed.
cheated.
I'm glad he's won in a way.
You
because
cheated.
I had to think, no cheating at all. Best specimen.
Yeah, you best specimen.
We had a club comp on at the time, and there was different people fishing within Sea Angling Adventures, and we always fished down our neck of the woods, best specimen.
Yeah.
What he tried to do was twist the
Well, that's
twist
what
it
your
around.
thing said, best specimen.
No, it didn't. I'll bring up the posters there.
Luke John,
Not at
even
all.
Luke John said it.
It was stated before
best
the goal.
specimen.
Single biggest fish.
It's such a bad loser.
No, you've won today, haven't you?
Not yet, possibly though.
Yeah, I think you.
It's going to be a long journey home, isn't it, mate? Because I'm not going to let up.
6 minutes around the corner, and you can carry on with your 6-ounce whiting.
That's bigger than both yours put together.
10 ounce, yeah, it was, to be honest. But yeah, they're not the best fish in the world, guys.
No.
But we've had a good laugh with it, and that's what it's about at the end of the day.
I think we fished the wrong part of the tide, didn't we?
Yeah, well, I think
We
last
fished
time
slack
we were
water,
here,
didn't we?
yeah, last time we were here, we fished from low up.
Yeah.
But I'm saying that there's a bloke that's turned up about an hour into the high water, and he's gone up to the right of us, and he's fishing the back tide.
Yeah.
So
I think we should have
unless you
got down
fish it
here.
all the time, you're never going to know.
I think you should have got here at low and fished it up.
I'd like to have got here at low. You never slept very well, didn't you? Because you were panicking.
I was a little bit. When you had those 2 a minute ago, I was like,
Yeah, I seen him. His legs were twitching.
I was twitching a little bit.
But anything could happen. Imagine if I pull in a nice £2 codling on my final cast, because he would never hear the end of it. And
Cut
it
your
is
line.
possible. It's possible, isn't it?
No, it's not, because you cut your line.
No,
I'd see it.
yeah, it's absolutely right. We've had some really good banter leading up to this, and this has been going on for the last 2 years.
It's actually going to be next year. That's the final, isn't
It's
it?
1-1.
So next year will be the best of 3, isn't it? So
Yeah, it'll be the best of 3. Yeah.
pressure on both of us.
Yeah, no pressure. I never feel the pressure.
You did today.
I don't feel no pressure.
You
mate.
did, you
I've
cracked
been in
up
your head
earlier.
all week.
Yeah, you haven't.
Last night you were. Joseph, when you went out to bed, Joseph went, you were in him, didn't you? And I went, yeah, already. I walked on the beach this morning, thought I'd won it before I even started.
You didn't, though, did you?
Well, I had 2 fish straight away, and I seen you over there, like, panicking.
See, that's a
legs
seat.
going.
Nah.
Guys, this is what the event's about, and obviously we have a little bit of banter between ourselves with our mates and stuff, and exactly the same with everybody else.
I knocked your mag off as well, but it didn't blow up.
I noticed that. No, because I noticed it. I noticed it. He's a sly one, isn't he? He's trying to cheat. Because when I got here, I thought to myself, that mag looks wide open, and he had it wound out all the way, hoping I was going to crack off first time. Too slow. He was, years ago, I'll tell you a little story, guys. Nick Panther come up here with someone, right? And they were fishing, and they basically trimmed his line in different parts. So, yeah.
Wind it back on.
Yeah, back on. Not the best thing to do.
To be honest, mate, I had a few tricks up my sleeve for you this week,
Yeah, I
but
bet you
I
did.
decided not to do it.
Yeah.
Gaff knows about it.
Yeah, I know. Who, Gav?
Gaff.
Gav,
Yeah, he
yeah.
knew about it.
That's why my box has been kept in the car. He said to me as soon as he got here, he said, "Oh, you bring your box in?" I was like, "No." Think I'm stupid?
To be honest, I bought a little jar of laxatives off Amazon Fear, but
Yeah.
I thought I'd better not in the end.
No, yours hasn't kicked in yet. I made you coffee this morning. It's all right. I'm not stupid. But yeah, it's a bit of fun, guys. Bit of fun. But as I think now, we've probably come into last cast, haven't we? Really? And yeah, I've enjoyed it. It's been a bit of a fun and giggle. But same as anybody coming up, I would highly recommend coming up with your friends. A lot of guys come up here in groups. Time to get away from the family, everyday lifestyle, and it's just a break, isn't it? Which I enjoy at the same time. But for other people, they like to come up with their family. Nice. And there's one good thing about the event: it caters for everyone. Whether you're 7 years old, you can still fish. Whether you're 50 or 60 years old, in the disabilities, if you're in a wheelchair or anything like that, you're still able to fish at parts, and everybody's got the same chance. You know what I mean? So it really is something special to take part in, and I look forward to it every year. Yourself?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
We've been buzzing on the web for this, haven't we?
Well done, mate. Right, that's probably about it. We'll finish off now with these last casts then, and hopefully we can see a fish out. If we don't, it's one of them. But I've got bomb leads on at the minute. I'm trying to take advantage of moving baits because obviously the tide's moving down through. I'm hoping something will come up through and just snatch it. But anything can happen, guys. Anything can happen. But the weather has been perfect for us where we are. We've got an overhead breeze. I bet if I went onto the cliff, I'd be a little bit breezy. But down here, tucked in out the way, we definitely made the right choice for the fishing venue with filming. Unfortunately, the fish never played ball. But let's get into it. Right, I'll have one more. Last cast will be the last cast. I've got in here some yellow tails. So what I'm going to do, put them in there like that. Point in the end like so, and then just going to feed him up over on the hook. The first one on. This better. Just going to hit that out there a minute. Alright, it's going to wind this up. I ain't gotten silly with it. No need. Don't that worm to blow really. I'll bring this one in as well. Last bait on up on here. Never wanted a £2 codlin so much in my life. A little bit of weed on the, as the tide's turning. Not like we had it the other day, but trying to do everything I can to turn that car ride home a bit different. I've got a feeling he's done it now. It's getting too late in the day. Mashed up a load of the yellow tails. Get them all on there. See what can happen. Because you never know. You never know. One of the joys of fishing, isn't it? The amount of times I've been there and said, oh, I'll go on one last cast. Been waiting there for hours and hours, targeting something, and all of a sudden you go bang, and sometimes it can be that fish of the lifetime, you know what I mean? One of the many joys of fishing. What have I done here? Right, that goes in there, that goes in there, that goes around like that. There you go. 4 minutes. We're going off of my watch and it says 3 minutes due. That's where we start. Oh yeah, we got a fish on here. Slacky's throat. No, it's not. I just looked. There's nothing on there, I don't think. Just winding him up. He looked all like, oh no. Bit of fun, isn't it? He looks relieved. He looks relieved. Oh my word! It's not 10 ounces. It's not 10 ounces. I'll tell you what, do us a favour, hold that a minute. Got to do this properly, boys.
What? £1.09?
Was that zeroed?
No, not yet.
That's what I was going to say, that's wrong. There you go.
Zeroed.
Zeroed.
10.5.
Look at that!
10.5 ounce? Huh? 10.5 ounce? 10.5? Not bad. 11.
Shut up!
Of course it's got 11.
Look at him. He's...
9 ounces.
No, it's not. It was on 10.5. It's
9.5. 10.
10.5? It settles that.
Don't matter though. Close one.
Do you know what? I was robbed. Four minutes in. I should have had that really, shouldn't I?
10.5 ounces.
I'm not going to think, right, I've had the biggest fish of the day. I'm going to still let him win it, right, because it's like 3 minutes past, but...
Let him keep his pride.
yeah, I'm going to leave, get him have his pride, but single biggest fish of the day, I had. 10 ounces, and 10.5 ounces, beaten by half, but I pulled this in 3 minutes after, when I was just basically packing up, so unfortunately, but it was 3 fish to his 1. And we'll let him have his glory. But yeah, well done Adam Slack for the second biggest fish of the day, but biggest fish within the match. I whip your ass in my world. What? I'll whip your ass in my world. Okay, guys. So that was the end of the warm up. Much. I don't know what to say.
To the
I
line.
was robbed. But no, it was a match. The match was 8 o'clock to 11 o'clock, as we said, and the bell shut at 11 o'clock. And unfortunately, at 2 minutes past 11, as I brung my rod in, 2 minutes past 11, 2 minutes after, I brung the wrong rod in first, didn't I?
Yeah.
If I had brung the other rod in first, I would have had the winning fish of the day. Unfortunately, I didn't, but it was 3-1. It was tough conditions today.
Quality, not quantity, mate.
Yeah. But yeah, at the end of the day, guys, a bit of banter. I hope you enjoyed it, because we certainly have. This has been building up over the space of 2 years between me and Adam. I have a bit of a laugh of it and that.
I said we had COVID in the middle of this, didn't we?
We have had a COVID in this, and to be honest, we were both looking forward to last year coming up and doing it, weren't we? And unfortunately, but
And the year before, wasn't it?
and the year before we had it.
2 cancelled, wasn't it?
One.
Was it 1?
We were lucky to do that last one, weren't we? Because it was just as COVID come in
Oh, right, yeah.
when we were up here. And I remember sitting there in the caravan with you, and we were watching the count go from like 8 to 32, and then
Yeah.
from 32 upwards. But conditions-wise down here today, guys, it's been really nice. No weed. And just as the tide turned a little bit, but not a lot, nothing to obviously play a big factor in your fishing. The coloration in the water is absolutely perfect. It's flattening off lovely with that southerly. You just don't want it to go southeasterly again, do you? But I'm afraid I think it's going to, don't you? Tomorrow.
I think there's a well, they're giving it, aren't they? So
Yeah, if it gets stronger as well,
Yeah.
don't they? So
it's picking up now, isn't it?
yeah, I can feel it since we've got here, but at the end of the day, you can always get out of it somewhere. So if it's going southerly, you're looking going up towards Mappleton and getting around the corner. We're at Alborough today, and where the corner of Alborough comes, because we're tucked right up against a cliff as well, we've been all right. If it was low water, I think we'd have felt it a little bit more,
Yeah.
don't you?
Yeah, we're exposing you.
But yeah, apart from that, as what we do in a minute, as I'm finishing up, we'll get Joseph to pan the camera around. But we've left only our footsteps. All the rubbish has been taken away, and I please hope everybody taking part in the event does the same. But well done, lads.
See you, mate.
This time next year, we'll do it again. Hope you enjoyed. See you all at the event.